Hello, and this is Colorwind. I'm a video blogger. I write several things on my own personal blog as a gaming site called Gaming Precision. And I thought I'd give this Let's Play thing a try. It's an experiment. I'm not exactly sure what I'll be doing with this. As the ideas come to me, I'm sure these Let's Plays or whatever I end up doing will become more of a cohesive idea. But for now, I'm thinking, hey, Double Dragon. So, let's get started. 19XX violence ruled the streets of New York City after the nuclear war. Even with the crime syndicates growing bigger every year, two young men were brave enough to challenge him. While their names were Billy and Jimmy Lee, people called them the Double Dragons. And yet, the Dragons had one terrible enemy to fight against him, was the destiny and the fate of the Double Dragons, blah. One day, Shadow Warriors attacked the city and Billy's girlfriend, Miriam, was killed. Ninja. Oh my god, my shirt doesn't fit. The Double Dragons swore to avenge her death. Let's go, Double Dragons, Mission 1, into the turf. I originally had never played this game on the NES. I was familiar with Double Dragon. I'd played the first one on the NES. But other than the fifth game on the Super Nintendo, it's also on the Genesis, but I played the Super Nintendo one. It was the one-on-one fighting game. I had not played another Double Dragon game. And in the early 2000s, during the time of the PlayStation 2, GameCube, and Xbox, I was kind of not digging what was coming out for consoles at that time. I thought the stuff was kind of uninspired. I couldn't really get into it. And I actually considered stop playing games because I figured, oh well, this just must not be for me anymore. Yeah, there we go. So I considered it, but then a friend of mine told me about emulation and how you could play all these old games for free, basically, including ones you had never played before. So I thought I'd check that out. And one of the first emulators I tried out was an NES one. I can't remember what it was called, but I tried that out and kind of went crazy. Got a whole bunch of games. And one of the ones I had never played and wanted to try after finding out about it was this game, and I was very pleasantly surprised. In fact, I'd call this my favorite Double Dragon game. This is the NES version. I know there's an arcade version. I've never played it. I also know that it's supposed to be quite different from the NES version. As a matter of fact, I think there's only 4 missions, whereas this one has 9 or 8, something like that. So it has more than double the missions. The arcade version obviously has better graphics. It's also supposed to be, I think, closer to the Genesis version, which I actually have played, and that's not great. It could have been good too, that's the weird thing. But yeah, I have tried that out, again on an emulator, because it was only for Japan. So, damn, stop beating me up. You know I'm the hero, I'm supposed to win. Knock it off. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, so I know there's an arcade version. I should try that out actually one of these days. Mission 2, something something. You'll never... I don't know. I didn't read it. My bad. The graphics of the Genesis version are actually really good, so if it looks like that but has gameplay similar to this version, then I'd probably like the arcade version. I should probably check that out. I'm aware that there's probably a TurboGrafx version. That sounds interesting. Never owned a TurboGrafx myself, but they had one at the Boys and Girls Club, which I used to go to. That's a blast from the past. Wow, I avoided that. I usually never do. Damn. But for now, I have only played this version and the Genesis version, and this one is easily superior to the Genesis one. I wonder how the TurboGrafx is. I heard it's actually supposed to be closer to the NES version, but with just better graphics, so I like that one more. I know I would like it more if they used the 6-button controller for the TurboGrafx, so that maybe one of the buttons could be for jump, because, I mean, pressing both buttons is okay, but it's not great. Yeah. Oh, man. These guys, don't like these guys. Stop being more awesome than me. Let me beat you up. There's one. Damn. This guy's taking off a lot of health. Yeah! Victory, bitches. Okay, well, I played this, like I said, like, way after it had been released, like, over 10 years. Oh yeah, wait. Hold it. You'll never escape from us. Grasp. The chopper escaped into the neon-filled night. Mission 3. Battle into the chopper. Alright. Anyway, yeah, I played this in the early 2000s, so I'm not what I would consider an expert at this game. I played it, but I did not play it for very long, although it left a lasting impression on me. How fun it was. Since it wasn't back in the day when it was like, oh, I only have this one game, and therefore I'm going to get amazing at it because this is all I'm going to have for forever. Because it wasn't like that for me. I didn't spend a lot of time playing and getting good and everything. I just basically learned the moves, learned the special moves, although I still have trouble doing the lifting knee. I haven't gotten that down. I can do the hurricane kick. I can do you ponk. Aww. That was not cool. That was not cool. The chopper is landing on a mysterious island. Mission 4, Undersea base. Well, anyway, since I didn't spend a lot of time on it, I never got good. I did cheat and beat the game, but on my own, I could usually get to mission 5. I think it's my best. So I'm decent on it, although sometimes I do stupid shit like that. The helicopter mission is usually always the one that takes like a whole bunch of lives away from me. I don't know why. It's because that big guy usually throws me out at some point. And then this level is not what I would call easy. So yeah, I played this game about 10 years after it came out. It came out in 1990. I think it was early 1990. This game actually just recently came out for the Wii Virtual Console, which is nice. I was not paying attention. So if you never played this game, definitely pick it up there, because there's no ports or anything like that of this game. mean, there's like 2 or 3 remakes of the first one, but there's like nothing for this game. I don't know why, because in my opinion, this is the superior game. It's my favorite Double Dragon. With the first one probably being next, and then I don't even like the third and fourth games. Third game had a lot of problems. The fourth game, let's not talk about that shit pile. So I'd probably say my third best game is probably the fifth game, the Shadow Falls, which is a fighting game that gets a bad rep. It gets a lot of shit, and it doesn't deserve it. Because, I mean, yeah, it's just another fighting game, and maybe the series didn't need to go in that direction. As a matter of fact, I know it didn't need to go in that direction because there's basically not a good side-scrolling double dragon game for the Super Nintendo. But other than that, that's a decent game. It's generic, but it's a good generic game. So might play that game for a Let's Play later. Where does this path lead us? We've got no choice but to go on, though this is the way to certain death. Mission something. I didn't get it. Gotta stop bullshitting and make sure I read this stuff. Because it is essential. Mission 5, I think? Yeah, this is probably mission 5. Okay, well, and I'm dead. Joy. This game is not good for platforming. Well, I guess it's as good a time as any to end it. Oh well, that's usually about where I get anyway. It's about there. I usually get past those platforms, but that's usually about it. Oh well, okay. Well, this was an attempt. And this is Colorwind signing off. I'll talk to you guys later.